One of your enemies is in very serious health. Karma has hit her hard. You're going to hear some gossip about this woman in the coming days. You've been through tough times, dealing with people who envy you just for being who you are. There are people who wish you ill and have tried to take something you value deeply, your family. Among them is a man who failed you, who was unfaithful, who acted with malice and even tried to take what is yours, including your house. He has done things behind your back, manipulating family members and documents, and his family is in on it too. The woman who has been on his side for a long time did nothing but throw poison at you, disguised as smiles. She played the victim, but in reality she was the snake in your garden. She spoke ill of you wherever she could, made things up, and got close to people in your circle just to make you look bad. You felt it, you sensed it, but you always tried to keep the peace, not to fall for provocations, to follow your path in silence. But she didn't. She wanted to see you destroyed, dragged down, alone, and without strength. She meddled with the most sacred things, your family, your home, your peace of mind. She started to move dark energies. She got involved with people who work with strange things. They lit candles with your name written on them, said twisted prayers, all with the intention of making you fall, of making you give up. But they couldn't, and that's what burns them the most. Because while you cried in silence, while you were hurt by the betrayal of that man who joined them, as if he had never loved you, while you cleansed your soul with tears and raised your children alone, they celebrated, believing they had won the war. But today, they are paying. Life is settling the score, and karma arrived without warning, but with full force. That woman, the same one who cursed you so many times, is now gravely ill, without strength, her soul shrouded in the darkness she herself created. You don't wish her ill because you have a noble heart, but you also can't deny that you feel justice is finally being served. And you know it because in these coming days, someone will come to tell you some heavy gossip, something to do with her, and you will understand many things. That woman, the one who is now paying the consequences for all the harm she did, wasn't just any enemy. She was your own blood, someone in your family, someone you helped, whom you treated with love and respect, but who has always been envious of you. She is short, fair-skinned, with long, brown hair, and although on the outside she seemed harmless, inside her soul was rotten with so much pent-up hatred. She always wanted to see you unwell. She compared you to others, talked behind your back, tripped you up without you realizing it. And every time she saw you happy, her rage grew. She became an ally of the man who betrayed you, defending him as if he were a saint, knowing full well everything he was doing to you. She pulled the strings. She was a key piece in your suffering, in your losing things you loved. She was the one who took it upon herself to divide your family, to manipulate papers, to plant dirty ideas in the minds of others until many turned against you. And you kept quiet, swallowing all the pain, because you didn't want to fight with your own, because you wanted to maintain unity, because you still believed that love could conquer all. But they didn't think the same way. They wanted to see you destroyed. And the worst part is that they did it with a smile, pretending everything was fine while stabbing you in the back again and again. You have suffered emotional abuse, humiliations disguised as jokes, and hurtful words disguised as advice. They have done everything to put you down, to make you feel less, to make you believe you were worthless. But they didn't count on one thing, your strength. Because you are not one of the crowd. You have a light that not even they could extinguish. They have made your life difficult. They have put obstacles where there were none. And still, you have remained standing. They have tried to take your home, your peace, your people, even your identity. but they couldn't erase you or stop you. Because you don't need to shout for the universe to hear you. Your pain reached the heavens, and now divine justice is taking over. That woman who is now gravely ill, weak, and alone, is receiving everything she sowed. Karma doesn't fail, and you feel it, you know it, you perceive it in your soul. In these coming days, you will find out more things that will hurt you, but will also set you free. Because you will understand that nothing that happened was your fault, that you were the victim of envious, manipulative, and cruel people. But the time of darkness is ending. A new dawn is approaching for you. One where you will recover everything they tried to take from you. One where that toxic family will no longer be able to touch you. Saint Michael is sending angels to protect you this very night. You will dream of signs. You will wake up different. Because your soul is finally being cleansed of all that poison they wanted to put in you for years. Get ready, brave woman, because what's coming is your reward. They bet on your downfall. They thought they would see you destroyed. But they don't know how strong you are. Since they started attacking you, since they stuck their noses in your life, everything they did was in vain. Every blow they threw at you, every hurtful word they said to you, every betrayal they attempted, backfired on them. They have been working against you for so long, like shadows hiding in the darkness, that they didn't count on one thing, your inner strength. And now, everything they built to see you fall is crumbling before their eyes. That woman, the one who has always been by your side, pretending to be a friend, as if she loved you. But in reality, all she did was envy you and wait for the perfect moment to see you stumble. Now she is paying the price for all her hatred. In her heart there was such a deep rage to see that you, with your peace, your kindness, your ability to love, had everything she ever wanted. And the worst part is that she never told you. She never confronted you. She always hid behind false smiles, sweet words, but she was always waiting to see you fall. Waiting to see you without strength, without hope. But she didn't succeed. And that's what hurts her the most. Because despite everything, you always moved forward, you always got up. You always kept your cool, even though it hurt inside. And although she thought she had defeated you, the truth is that you never fell. You never gave up. Today, that woman is losing everything she thought she was going to win. The envy she had for you, that which never stopped growing, is devouring her. And all because she didn't accept that what has value cannot be taken away. Because your position, your status, your love life, and even your professional life are things she cannot have, cannot touch, cannot steal. You carry a light that no one else has. A light that shines with strength, with love, and with faith. That light is what is blinding her. Because she cannot understand how it is possible that after so many difficulties, after so much poison, after so many attempts to harm you, you continue to be that person full of light and love. She wants to be like you, but she can't. The difference between you is that you were born with that light, and she will never be able to reach it, no matter how hard she tries. And you know she tries. You see it in her eyes, in her actions, in her words. She wants to have what you have. But she doesn't know that everything you have achieved is the result of your efforts, your kindness, your ability to heal. She doesn't realize that it's not the position, nor the status, nor the love that defines you. It's what's inside you, what she can't steal. And even if she keeps trying, she can do nothing. Karma is already taking care of her. While you continue to grow, she is being left behind, alone and empty. And that, although it hurts you, is what is really going to hurt her. Because even if you don't give her the satisfaction of seeing you suffer, she is already suffering more than she can bear. What you didn't know is that this woman, who always pretended to be someone harmless, had a whole plan armed against you. She not only wanted to see you fall emotionally, but she even did darker things. Things that no one imagines someone in your family could do. She paid people, sought out people with bad intentions, and gave them resources to harm you, to break your relationship with that special person. What she never understood is that true love doesn't go out, no matter how hard you try. She didn't understand that envy gets her nowhere. It only consumes her from within. But her hatred was so great that she didn't care what she did. She just wanted to see you shattered. The door that opened to your life was full of blessings, but she, blinded by envy, couldn't stand it. Every step you took, every achievement you reached, she saw as a threat and wouldn't stop doing everything possible to make you fall. She wanted the love of that special person for you to go away, for everything to fall apart, so that you would be left alone. But she didn't count on something. She didn't count on the strength you carry inside. You, who despite so much pain, despite the times you fell, always got up with more strength. That woman thought that by harming you, she would get what she wanted. But she only managed to have the universe turn against her. Now she is paying the price for her bad deeds. She thinks she is winning, that everything is going her way, but all she is doing is digging her own grave. Divine justice is not long in coming and is already taking care of everything she sowed. Karma, as relentless as it is doing its job. And the only thing that awaits her is shame and failure. Meanwhile, you keep moving forward. You have realized that what you did was not in vain, because the universe always gives what one deserves, even if it sometimes takes a while to arrive. That woman who was in charge of betraying you, of playing with your feelings, of making your life impossible, now finds herself alone, weak, and without strength. She can't even sleep peacefully because she knows what she did and how karma is catching up with her. In these days, when you find out everything she has done, you will feel a mixture of pain and relief. Pain because despite everything she did, it affected you. But relief because now you will see that justice is taking its course. She who tried to destroy your happiness is now being consumed by her own evil, by the envy that gnawed at her soul. You, on the other hand, are still standing because the universe has lifted you up, because you deserve all the good that is to come. And while she is consumed in her own hatred, you are advancing towards a future full of light, without her shadow. Darkening your path, the wheel of fortune has finally turned, and now the blessings you have been waiting for are knocking at your door. Those blessings that were kept for a while, waiting for their perfect moment to come to you, are now ready to overflow into your life. The wait has been long, but what is coming for you is much greater than you ever imagined. You have paid a very high price for all the pain you have lived, for every tear shed, for every betrayal you have had to endure, for every false smile that was thrown in your face. But now is the time for your reward, because the universe does not forget its warriors. That woman who has done you so much harm, the one who thought she was the owner of your life, the one who thought she could bring you down with her manipulations and her poison, today is paying the consequences of her evil. And although at the time she tried to destroy your peace, now it is karma that is giving her back everything she sowed. You don't wish for it, but divine justice does not make mistakes. While you suffered in silence, she laughed, believing she had won, but today life is charging her for everything, and the echo of her actions is already catching up with her. You can no longer carry that burden of hatred and betrayal that you carried for so long, because now is your time to shine. It is your moment to be happy, to recover everything that was taken from you. The doors that were closed are opening before you, and the winds of luck are blowing in your favor. You have been through hard trials, but each one of them made you stronger, wiser, and now you are ready to receive the abundance that belongs to you. There are no more shadows, no more intrigues, no more betrayals that affect you, because the light you carry within is above all that. The dark days are now behind you, and what is coming for you is a future full of peace, love, and prosperity. And although many tried to strip you of everything you were worth, today the universe will reward you because nothing and no one can have what is written for you. In the coming days, you will feel how everything begins to fall into place, miracles begin to manifest, and you will feel that justice has finally been done in your life. The good times are coming, and with them, the peace you so deserve. Decree now that everything you have dreamed of is about to arrive, because destiny has already begun to write a new page in your life, one full of light, blessings, true love, and a bright future that no one can take away from you. Today. That woman who did you so much harm, who did not stop until she saw how everything you loved crumbled, is paying the consequences. And what hurts the most, what breaks your soul the most, is knowing that someone you thought was your family, who said she was your friend, became your worst enemy. That woman who didn't have the courage to face you directly but who secretly brought you down with a false smile and sweet words. And what about the others? The betrayals they had already done to you were not enough. The lies they wove around. You were not enough. Throughout all this time, you were the one who endured it, the one who kept the peace, the one who tried to understand and forgive, even though they didn't deserve it. But what happens when you can't take it anymore? When the truth, the one found in your soul, tells you that it's enough, that you deserve something better. That woman who surrounded herself with people who wanted to see you on the ground, manipulative, dark beings who brought chaos into your life, are now seeing how karma is making them pay. And while all that was happening, while you felt alone, the universe was working in your favor, in silence. Because although they thought they had won, that they had left you without strength, you always had something that they could not destroy. Your faith, your inner light, that strength that was born from your heart. No one could see the nights you spent crying, the days you carried the weight of betrayal and disappointment. But you knew it, you felt it, you saw it in their eyes, in their gestures. All the hatred they had for you, all the evil they sowed, is now coming back to them. That woman who hurt you so much, who joined the man who destroyed you, who celebrated your falls, is now seeing how the evil she launched against you is consuming her. And you know it, even if you don't say it, you feel it in your soul. You are beginning to free yourself from that weight, from that burden that kept you chained to the past. It is your moment. It is the moment to see how everything they tried to steal from you, everything they wanted to take away from you, comes back to you. Because the universe does not forget. That woman who did you so much harm is crumbling while you are rising. Today, as you advance, she is trapped in the same shadows she tried to put you in. And now you are no longer alone. Because you have learned to walk on your own, to trust your intuition, to feel that divine justice is coming. Because you know that although the path was difficult, although it hurt you to lose, time took care of bringing balance. And now that woman who did you so much harm, who was the snake in your garden, is paying for what she sowed. The universe is working for you, and every step you take moves you further from the pain, further from the darkness, because your destiny is written in light, and nothing and no one can extinguish it. They, with their resentment and their poison, expected to see you bent, sunk, destroyed by their hatred. They thought they were smarter. They thought that with their gossip and their lies, they could bring you down. But they didn't know who they were messing with. This woman loves to think she has control, that she can manipulate everything around her, that she doesn't know that the universe is waiting for the right moment to make her pay for all the harm she has caused. While she was trying to make your world fall apart, you remained standing, fighting, healing, putting every piece of your soul in its place. Every time you saw her smile, you knew that that smile was a mask, that behind it hid the desire to see you fall. But you have realized something she never imagined. You can't touch what you can't see. Your inner strength has been greater than all her efforts. They thought they had defeated you, that you were left without strength, without the will to go on, but they didn't know that your soul is more powerful than their manipulations. They have meddled with the most sacred things: your peace, your happiness, your family. They have played with your life, moving pieces, making intrigues, and sowing seeds of discord. But you have kept your head held high because you know that the end of this game does not depend on them. Today, she is paying for what she sowed. That woman who despised you, who denied you her support, who showed you her worst side, is now receiving the bill for her bad deeds. Life, God, karma are showing her the price of her betrayal. Everything she wished for you, all the harm she did to you, is now returning to her, multiplied by 1,000. And although she suffers, although it hurts you, you know that this is divine justice. While she crumbles, crying for what she has lost, you are rising with more strength, with more light. Her attempts to control you, to harm you, to destroy what you love most, have crashed against your strength. Because the universe never forgets those who fight with a clean heart. You have done nothing wrong. You have been a victim of her envy, her hatred, her evil. But what they didn't know is that good always wins. In these days, when karma knocks on her door, when she feels the ground sinking under her feet, you will know that everything that happened was not in vain. What they did to you will not go unpunished. And although you do not wish her ill, you cannot deny that what is happening to her now is the consequence of her own sowing. You are about to receive that blessing you so deserve, that reward that the universe has prepared for you, but she does not want it to arrive. She knows that what is to come will change your life forever, but she can no longer have it. The universe has its plans, and you are on its path. She can continue conspiring, continue wishing you the worst. But what she doesn't know is that the last word is not hers, but God's. These have been times of great struggle, but the worst part was not just the harm they did to me, but the way they did it. They have pointed fingers at me. They have slandered me. They have accused me of things I would never do. That woman, the same one who was envious of me from the beginning, took it upon herself to spread false gossip about me, without caring about the consequences. She, with her angel face, approached everyone, pretending to be so sweet, so perfect, while behind my back she was sowing hatred and evil. She not only attacked me, but she put me in the middle of relationships that didn't even interest me. She accused me of wanting to break up couples, of wanting to destroy lives, when it was all a lie. No one knows what really happened, how I have had to keep quiet, how I have had to remain silent while she, with her false smile, continued to deliver low blows. I did nothing to her, but she didn't stop. She couldn't stand to see me happy. What hurt me the most was seeing how after everything I did for her, how I treated her with an open heart, she decided to go down the darkest path. She used me, and then she stabbed me in the back, always poisoning the minds of others, distorting the truth. She left me without strength, overwhelmed. But what she didn't know is that her evil had an expiration date. While she attacked me, her soul was being poisoned. And although she tried to disguise her poison as friendship, we all knew what it really was. She didn't count on my strength, on my ability to move forward, even when the world pushed me towards the abyss. But what hurts me the most is how people let themselves be manipulated. How they took her for her pretty face, for her victim game, without seeing the evil she hid in her heart. They accused me. They said horrible things to me, while she laughed, inside, believing she had won. And the worst part, what destroyed me the most, was the fact that she had not only done this to me, but to my entire family. She moved pieces in secret, manipulated situations, generated conflicts where there were none. And when the people I loved turned their backs on me, she continued her plan, laughing, thinking she had already destroyed me. That in reality, the one who was destroying herself was her. Because no matter how much she tried to take over what was mine, what was never hers, she doesn't realize that life has a very curious way of giving back what one gives. Her karma is coming, and everything she sowed, all the damage she caused, she is now experiencing it firsthand. I never wished evil for her, but I also can't deny that I feel a relief in knowing that everything she did to me is coming back to her like a boomerang. Now, while she pays the consequences of her actions, I feel freer. And although it hurt me to lose the people who betrayed me, what hurts me the most is knowing that they did not understand the pain they caused me. They thought they would destroy me, that they would break me, but they never counted on my strong soul, on my ability to be reborn. And although they left me alone, although they tried to ruin me, I am still here, stronger than ever. Every time you seemed to be reaching that dream you had worked so hard for, something happened to stop you. As if it were an endless cycle, every step you took towards success was overshadowed by a hidden hand that tried to tear it all down. That woman, always so close, so involved, was in charge of pulling the strings, of whispering words full of poison in the ears of those who loved you most. She watched you advance while silently preparing her next blow, looking for any way to see you fall. She destroyed you from the inside, little by little, and you, despite all the pain, tried to maintain your calm, not to lose yourself in the anger that invaded you. People looked at you with false smiles. They gave you advice that only made you feel smaller, more vulnerable. The worst of all is that they did it as if they were really helping you. But every word was a dagger disguised as kindness. Betrayal loomed over you, and you could do nothing to avoid it. While you spent sleepless nights, questioning if you were really worth it, she was there, watching how you sank into your own doubts. But the worst was not just that. The worst was that in her face, in her eyes, you could not see a hint of remorse. On the contrary, she seemed to enjoy seeing your suffering, as if it gave her power to see you broken. Every time you achieved something important, something that gave you hope, she found a way to strip you of it. It was not enough to steal your love, your peace, your trust. She wanted everything. And when you thought that things were beginning to improve, that the storm was finally calming down, a new blow came from her. But you, with all the pain you felt, kept going. You didn't give up because you knew that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Life taught you to be resilient, to get up even when the world seemed to be against you. Although your soul cried, although your heart bled for everything you had lost, you remained standing. But what you didn't know is that the universe was saving all that suffering, all that pain, to give it back to you in a way that neither she nor anyone could expect. The time for justice was coming. The moment when everything you had suffered, everything they had put you through, was going to be returned. And she, the one who had stolen the best moments of your life, the one who had manipulated everyone around her to see you destroyed, was about to receive her just deserts. Karma does not fail. And while she continued to play her dirty game, life was preparing a lesson for her that she would never forget. Because although you had been on the verge of desperation, although you had felt that there was no hope left, you always held on to something bigger than hatred. Self-love, faith, and the certainty that the universe would return everything that had been taken from you. And now, that woman who did you so much harm was paying the price for her actions. And you knew it. You felt it in every fiber of your being. The end of her reign of evil was near. And you, although it hurt you, knew that what was coming was going to free you from everything that had kept you tied for so long. This woman, who always showed herself to be so close, so sisterly, is the same one who has made your life impossible for as long as you can remember. She got into your life, into your house, and with that false smile, she took something very valuable from your home, something she carried with the intention of harming you, of ruining your life. But she didn't count on something that neither she nor anyone can have: divine protection. Saint Michael the Archangel, in his infinite justice, destroyed her evil intentions, banishing everything she had planned against you. And although she insists on disguising herself as a victim, everything she did has been exposed. Envy, hatred, resentment. She kept it all in her heart while she smiled at you and told you that everything was fine, while inside she wished to see you fallen, defeated. Today, at this very moment, karma is catching up with her because she can no longer hide. That woman who has always had eyes full of resentment is seeing how everything she sowed is returning to her with a force so powerful that she cannot bear it. She could not handle your light, the peace you have been building despite the attacks, betrayals, and manipulations. Every time she got close, she did it with the intention of sinking you, of stealing what you value most, of wearing you down. But life has given you the strength to resist and move forward. And although you feel pain today, although the pain is strong, you must understand that this was necessary, that it is part of the process. The people who wished you ill, who wanted to see you destroyed, are now reaping what they sowed, and there is no turning back. That woman who betrayed you, who disguised herself as a sister, is the same one who has been pulling strings, manipulating, controlling, looking for ways to take away what you love so much. She not only stole objects from you, she stole your peace. She stole the love you thought was unbreakable. She stole your trust in those around you. But now she is paying. And the most painful thing is that this woman is your own blood. She who played at being your friend, who laughed with you while destroying you from within. She who saw you shine and instead of being happy for you, felt a rage so deep that she did the unthinkable. Today she is alone, weak, unable to bear the burden of her conscience because she knows that everything she did to you was not in vain. The universe has taken it upon itself to show her that you don't play with the good faith of others. And although it hurts you, although you feel a deep sadness for what she did, it is important that you know that this is just a chapter that is closing, a dark chapter that is finally coming to an end. Destiny has protected you, and nothing and no one can take away what is yours by right. Your happiness, your peace, your family, your life. Divine justice does not fail. And although it was your sister who attacked you, now it is she who is paying the price. The darkness in her soul has not let her rest, and little by little, she is moving away from her destiny. The time of lies is over, but you are not alone. Your angels have been with you all this time, protecting you. Soon you will find out something big, because someone from that group is not well, and you will be a witness to how karma is charging them for every one of their bad deeds. They are desperate because they know that a great blessing is coming for you, especially financially, and they are doing the impossible to stop it. But you are not alone. No, you never were. Your angels, those beings who have cared for you from the moment you were born, have been by your side all this time, protecting you from all the evil that has been thrown at you. They have not let you fall. They have held you up at every step, even when you thought all was lost. They have seen everything, every attack, every hurtful word, every malicious action. And most importantly, they have seen how your soul, although shattered, continues to fight, continues to seek peace, well-being, light. And that light does not go out, no matter how much they try to extinguish it. Now the moment of truth is approaching. Soon you will find out something very big, something that will leave you speechless. Because one of those people from the group that attacked you, the same one who thought she could do whatever she wanted with you, is not well. Life is passing them the bill, and it will be very clear to you how karma is charging them for every one of their bad deeds. You will realize everything they have done, how their lies, manipulations, and betrayals are destroying them little by little. You will see with your own eyes how everything they did in secret, with so much malice, is turning against them. No one can escape the consequences of their actions, and they are now experiencing it firsthand. They are desperate, running from one side to the other, looking for ways to evade the inevitable, but they can't. They know it. They feel it. Every time they look towards the future, they know that what awaits them is nothing good. The universe is working against them, and everything they tried to do to see you fall is coming back to them like a boomerang. But not only that, not only are they paying for what they did to you, they are also terrified because they know that something very big is coming for you. Something that neither they nor anyone can stop. A huge blessing is about to arrive in your life, especially financially. And that is what worries them the most, because they know that when that blessing touches your life, everything they have done to stop you, all the harm they tried to cause you, will have been for nothing. They will see you flourish. They will see you shine with a light so great that they will not be able to understand how it is possible. They thought they would have you trapped, that they would see you defeated. But they did not count on the power of divine justice, nor on the fact that you are much stronger than they thought. Now they are doing the impossible to stop it, moving pieces, doing everything they can. But the universe already has a plan for you, and nothing they do will prevent that blessing from arriving. They no longer have control over your life. They can no longer manipulate you or stop your destiny. They are losing the battle, and you are approaching your victory. Because this is just the beginning. What is coming is much bigger, much more beautiful. And everything they have done to you, everything they have tried, will only remain in the past, like a bad dream that is finally fading away.